Okay, starting on the end of the first line of C's and last line of B's, you will notice that the green light is working. It's been working since lockdown, or just before lockdown, almost exactly when we couldn't sail anymore. Anyhow, moving along with Faru, who's been sitting perfectly. I just try to tighten the breast line between her and Cheers a few times. I have to tighten Cheers. Oh, definitely had quite a bit of work to do there. A number of times I've had to tighten, pull her off the mooring, this side, the front, the side, but yeah, she seems to be sitting fine now. This little baby's been absolutely fine, no issues at all. Feeling naughty also, sitting pretty the whole time. Catalyst, no problems there, no lines to tighten or anything. She's been absolutely fine. So Nick, he was worried the other day in the photograph that she was missing. She's exactly where she belongs. Herman Oblix is sitting absolutely fine. She's perfectly good. I haven't done anything about lines or anything with her because she's been absolutely fine. I just think you might find you've had a fair number of visitors, and it's something I've been meaning to mention. Here we go, one of them right now, so I'm afraid there's going to be quite a lot of cleaning to be done when this is all over. Off you go. Hello. Yeah, I'll be back. Anyhow, tonight there are not as many of the cormorants around, but you can see they do a little dance here all the time. You're lucky I can't share smells because it's hideous. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of mooring cleaning to be done as well. Feeder's doing well, just took on a little bit of, well, it was obviously collected a bit of rainwater, which we've just pumped off right now, and she's pretty good. These two babies also have been fine, just one or two lines tightened and checks to see that there's no water on board, and both are absolutely fine. Lady M, no problems at all. Lines all fine and no water being taken on. Well, there's a bit of water, but nothing to worry about, and nothing that needed any particular action. Louis, your dancing diamond, is absolutely beautiful. Obviously beautifully tied down. Nothing that I needed to do. All I've done is tighten the line between her and her neighbor, not for dancing diamond's sake, but for her neighbors. So she's all good. Rhapsody's been absolutely fine. I've had no work to do there. I'm just keeping an eye, and she's been 100%. Seaboard also no problems, has quite a few visitors on board, but other than that she's been fine. Terry Lynn also absolutely fine. Can see that some beautiful lines were put in place before lockdown, and we've obviously gone on board just to check the bilge, and whatever you did before is working because she's 100% fine. Awesome is good, sitting nicely next to Viking. Come to Viking in a minute. Picker vein also perfectly fine, all the lines absolutely perfect. She pulls up the padding every now and then. I don't know whether the wind flaps it up or the line does, so I've had to pop that down every now and then, but other than that, absolutely 100% perfect, no issues. Then the little neighbor, also absolutely fine, really nothing to do there. She's been sitting fine. Viking, 100%. Been watching this line here behind Awesome. There is a bit of wear on it because she does, as you can see, she chafes against it, but after 4 weeks there's not enough to be concerned about. She's been sitting absolutely perfectly, beautiful lines in place. There's just one up front that I need to keep an eye on. She's overnight, that just last night, the one line looks as though she's starting to, yeah, she's starting to break, so we'll sort out. There's plenty of extra line around, so I can sort it out, and I'll do that tomorrow to make sure she's perfect. It's definitely been a site of a bit of a feeding frenzy on the mooring behind Viking. I found bits of crayfish and all sorts here, so as you can see there was definitely a bit of a party that goes all along over here, so obviously a good spot for a party. We have about 5 seals resident in the harbour at the moment, as opposed to the usual one that lives here, so obviously the lack of activity has got them hanging around a bit more. But yeah, that's the end of the B's and the start, well, second part of the C's.